A bloated older woman enchants down on their luck men. They willingly give her their savings as she's mastered the art of manipulation, using methods young women scorn, but men crave. Even more chilling is its basis in the true story of Japan's notorious Black Widow, Kane Kashima. The story begins with a man found dead in his car, a charcoal brazier beside him in the passenger seat. The corpse's lividity indicates carbon monoxide poisoning. Police deem it suicide, but the victim's sister spots inconsistencies. This is my brother's post before he vanished. He sounded thrilled about meeting this woman for a getaway. On their first date, she demanded 200,000 yuan. Exactly. Prosecutor Lee instantly recognizes he's Xiaolon as the girlfriend reported by an elderly man who accused her of swindling 600,000 yuan. But when Lee prepares to investigate, the man retracts his statement. I gave her that money voluntarily. Lee's investigation reveals he's Xiaolon as a seasoned player, dating multiple retirees while amassing fortunes. What's intriguing, two men had previously sent he Xiaolon huge sums of 2 million and 1.6 million yuan, then died by charcoal burning suicide. The charcoal used in their suicides was mailed by he Xiaolon herself. When this hit the news, it caused an immediate uproar. Liu Mei, a newspaper reporter, saw the news and felt a chill. He Xiaolon was currently dating her father. Old Su hadn't dated anyone in 20 years since his wife's death, but soon after retiring, he fell for he Xiaolon, a woman over 50. Her coquettish charm surpassed even young girls.
Look at you, getting food all over your mouth like a child.
Li Mei thought he Xiaolon was not only manipulative but tacky, and completely unworthy of her screenwriter father. But her father, fearing Xiaolon might find another man, proposed immediate marriage. Li Mei urged caution, arguing they hadn't known each other long enough. Having just taken wedding photos, Li Mei was about to marry herself. Her father marrying now would be too embarrassing. Old Su bought into this act, not wanting to embarrass her father. Li Mei reluctantly tolerated their relationship. But now that he Xiaolon was a murder suspect, Li Mei couldn't stay silent. She rushed to her father's place, only to find he Xiaolon had moved in and was living with him. Furious yet controlled, Li Mei probed, hoping to make he Xiaolon back down. Miss He, I saw today's news about you.
I haven't killed anyone.
Suppose we say you haven't killed anyone. But you've been scamming men for money, haven't you? I personally looked into your background. You don't have a steady job. If you weren't scamming men, how could you afford this lifestyle, living in such a nice house? Li Mei's expose didn't embarrass he Xiaolon. Instead, she calmly recounted her rags-to-riches story. She was a country girl who started as a masseuse. Once she earned money, she'd rather starve than skip designer goods. Building her image came first. Only by appearing high class could she attract high-caliber clients. Xiaolon knows self-investment, she declared with conviction. The police won't find any evidence linking me to the murders. All this news will blow over. Li Mei thought she was delusional, until Xiaolon flashed a wedding ring. This is our wedding ring. Over 10 grand.
Your dad said not to be extravagant. But I paid up front.
You married? Oh dear, hasn't your father told you yet? My apologies. No wonder netizens call he Xiaolon a plain-faced manipulator. Li Mei finally understood. Fortunately, he Xiaolon was soon arrested given the overwhelming suspicion. But old Su, blinded by obsession, insisted she was innocent. He even called Li Mei begging for a lawyer. Li Mei ignored him until her father blurted out, "The man who died in his car was someone I knew. What? Xiaolon wanted to marry me, so she broke it off with him. Uncle Li couldn't handle it. That's why Li Mei was stunned. Her father, always gentle and refined. How could he be dragged into such a sensational murder case? What's even more terrifying is after he Xiaolon's arrest. She remained eerily calm during intense media interrogations. I've killed no one. Justice will prove my innocence. Knowing he Xiaolon was still performing, Li Mei got her father to reveal he Xiaolon's home passcode, then sneaked in to search for evidence. She was stunned by the luxurious walk-in closet, racks of haute couture, and dazzling jewelry worth tens of millions at minimum. Clearly ill-gotten, yet astonishingly. This cunning viper evaded justice once more. With insufficient evidence, the court refused detention. He Xiaolon could walk free upon paying 3.5 million bail. A fortune, yet within 10 minutes. A man paid in full to bail her out. Li Mei couldn't help but be newly impressed by this mistress's allure. Yet soon uncovered He Xiulan's secret to enchanting men. Different men require different approaches. Certain men,
On the first meeting,
I sleep with them.
then they become addicted.
Knowing her dark past, Li Mei saw her father's sudden lovesickness. As falling into He Xiulan's carefully woven trap, she sought Prosecutor Li, the case's lead, seeking evidence to imprison He Xiulan. These are files on 3 victims' families, including some of her former partners. All had financial ties to her. Surely you doubt her innocence too? We aim to honor the dead. But Li Mei discovered something unexpected. Families bore no resentment. He Xiulan also spoke highly of her, gentle, considerate, and understanding. With superb culinary skills, these are He Xiulan's defining traits. Even her most criticized appearance became a sign of her reliability. The elderly man who once reported her for fraud even admitted he acted out of jealousy. He Xiulan had a new boyfriend, which fueled his resentment. But in reality, he felt quite satisfied spending money on her. The myth online. On our first date, he asked me for money. Did you give it to him? Yes, I did. He used the money. Yes. Li Mei's worldview shattered. Exhausted, she returned home, only for her fiancé to break up with her. He cited her conservatism, refusing premarital intimacy, and constant work focus, lacking good wife qualities. He feared commitment. This redefined Li Mei's view on relationships. Ashamed, she told no one. Yet shrewd, He Xiulan deduced the reason from Li Mei's attire, urging her to be more open and alluring. Less moral restraint, more physical intimacy. Li Mei felt disgusted. You'd sell your body like this? That's your business. Hey, no, it's not selling out.
Selling out.
Isn't this how people connect? Li Mei believed her integrity made her nobler than He Xiulan. Yet she secretly photographed He Xiulan's bedroom and closet, posted them online for clout, and was promoted for breaking the story. Confronted by He Xiulan, Li Mei stood her ground. Even if I didn't take those photos, other media would still misrepresent your social media. And I followed my dad's advice and brought a lawyer to help you. What more do you want? That's why I'm here to help you today. A straightforward woman is no match for a manipulator, but Li Mei isn't one to be trifled. She decided to engineer a media storm by maliciously editing the interview footage, thrusting He Xiulan into the eye of the storm. This would not only incite public outcry against He Xiulan, but also create sensational headlines, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Can a single tap create tidal waves? That's what true brothers do. When we first met, he immediately asked me for money. My son kept sending money to Xiuxiu repeatedly. After this news broke, countless viral expose videos flooded the internet. He Xiulan became branded as a vicious gold digger. Under public pressure, the procuratorate detained He Xiulan again. Li Mei achieved her goal, but Lao Su was heartbroken, wishing he could take her place in detention. He Xiulan remained calm, urging Lao Su to take care of himself instead. Touched by her loyalty, Lao Su felt powerless, unable to fully protect her. Then He Xiulan cast a furtive glance at Li Mei and requested to replace the lawyer Li Mei provided. Lao Su understood. Iula's detention bore Li Mei's fingerprints. Caught between daughter and new wife, Lao Su could only grieve silently. But a twist emerged during the trial. Facing relentless questioning from judges, prosecutors, and opposing counsel, He Xiulan remained watertight in her responses, defended a relationship with the victim,
We dated briefly.
and broke up.
He took his own life after I rejected his proposal.
Then why did he transfer his life savings to your account? Because I earned it through my performance.
Men always want a woman who can cook, care for their parents, and be sexually compatible.
I fit that ideal perfectly. Men love me, give me money, I take it, what's wrong with that? Besides, after getting paid, why would I kill anyone? You bitch. Though the victim's sister was emotional, He Xiulan had no reason to go that far. Even Li Mei's colleagues were starting to side with He Xiulan. She makes perfect sense. Why kill after getting the money? Li Mei glanced at He Xiulan, who looked utterly confident, exchanging a knowing look with Lao Su, as if sharing a silent victory. Li Mei couldn't help but wonder, could He Xiulan really have killed him? Sisterly noticed her doubt and analyzed professionally. He Xiulan brainwashed these men. They became completely dependent on her. You saw it with your own father, didn't you? But Li Jian never expected He Xiulan could brainwash. Even intellectual women like Li Mei After their last talk, Li Mei reflected deeply and let herself go. Noticing Li Jian's interest, she invited him for drinks. As tension built, Li Mei deployed Xiulan's explicit tricks, and the aloof Li Jian fell for her. Li Jian surpassed her ex in every way, and Li Mei thought, "I'll make this work. Losing what you cling to, gaining what you indulge in." Li Mei began believing Xiulan's core philosophy, female-male communication, requires primitive instincts. When women refuse to engage, it's often due to failures in that primal approach. This was true for He Xiulan's former partner. This is Li Shangwen's home. I go every week, cook for him and help clean. Sometimes I bathe him, so he sends me money. The court found no direct evidence of murder and could only detain her temporarily. But then Lao Su found a supermarket receipt, showing He Xiulan was shopping during the ex's time of death. She had no time to commit the crime. Li Mei, can you help clear Xiulan's name? Disgusted by this stepmother, Li Mei refused Lao Su's request, claiming it was too late to submit evidence. Sansing Hertots, Lao Su pleaded. I'm old and just want caring companionship for my remaining years. He Xiulan is that person. Seeing her father's sorrow, Li Mei took the new evidence to Prosecutor Li. But Prosecutor Li said they'd checked all surveillance, and He Xiulan wasn't at the supermarket. Just as I thought, that liar. As Li Mei fumed, He Xiulan suddenly announced her marriage to Lao Su. As chief reporter, Li Mei faced scandal from her father marrying this toxic woman. It would ruin her career. The quickest fix was to get her released. Then Prosecutor Li revealed something. Xiulan bought charcoal online for every man she dated. She bought more before her detention. Sheep to Lao Su. After their marriage registration, she bought life insurance for your father. She's the beneficiary. Her goal isn't just money. After toying with men, she finishes off her prey. To save your father, we must have him incarcerated. Sister Li quickly proposed an idea. Li Mei could preemptively strike by live streaming a public accusation of He Xiulan's marriage fraud for insurance money. This would pressure the judge to convict He Xiulan quickly, while allowing Li Mei to distance herself from Xiulan as a victim. But Lao Su grew even more distressed seeing Li Mei's tearful, dramatic accusations. Since he had announced their marriage to save Xiulan, he bought the insurance voluntarily, reasoning that, as her much older husband, he might pass away first, leaving her insurance was simply the decent thing to do. As for the charcoal, Xiulan bought it for cooking. What dish requires home-delivered charcoal? Do you know how her previous men died? After getting their money, they committed suicide by carbon monoxide poisoning from charcoal. Is that what you want? Xiulan isn't like that. Never asked me for a single cent. That's exactly why she bought you insurance. Can't you see how much she despises you? Have you lost your mind? Li Mei's hysteria left Lao Su shocked and alienated. To wake her father up, Li Mei again fueled media frenzy, severely influencing the judge's decision. Though sentenced to death, Lao Su refused to give up on Xiulan. He tirelessly campaigned for her release. Xiulan fought back tears, steeling herself. Let's end this. Return to your precious daughter. It's best for everyone. Xiulan, don't you believe in me anymore? Exactly. Utterly heartbroken, Lao Su finally understood Xiulan's previous victims. Growing old alone makes even the best days feel like tasteless broth, utterly devoid of joy. After returning, Lao Su committed carbon monoxide suicide with his elderly mother. This outcome pierced Li Mei's heart deeply. And we also discovered this I don't recognize my own daughter. When did you become this demon? Twisting the truth, this tragic outcome. But I must speak out. Xiulan is truly innocent of murder. If my death could bring even a slight breakthrough in this case, then it'll be worth it. Realizing her struggle with He Xiulan ended with her father's death, Li Mei became mentally shattered. Yet she remained convinced He Xiulan caused her father's death and confronted her. Did my father come to you before he died? Tell him. I told him to return to you. You meant for him to kill himself. It didn't work. It truly didn't. I genuinely want him back at your side. Whenever I tell anyone that those men died by suicide, nobody believes me. Could you watch me cook? Cooking with charcoal. Go to my home. There's a business card in the kitchen. After retrieving the card, Li Mei discovered it was for an elite culinary institute. Her father's favorite roasted seaweed requires Jeju charcoal for its signature texture. He Xiulan had indeed trained there, cooking for each of her victims. Lonely elderly men crave domestic warmth most desperately. Thus, Xiulan's charcoal deliveries and home-cooked meals blended in seamlessly. Li Mei wondered, could Li Jian have missed such an obvious pattern? To uncover the truth, Li Mei moved into Li Jian's home, only to discover He Xiulan's presence in her predecessors. The time of death occurred while she was shopping at the supermarket. Yet Li Jian tampered with this evidence. Even more terrifyingly, Li Mei also uncovered. But before that, we still need a smoke bomb as a decoy. Also, Senior He Xiulan's case has reached its conclusion. Actually, you can have your anchor girlfriend adopt the identity of a victim's child. To personally accuse this dinosaur snake fairy, go to his father and persuade him to admit he's He Xiulan's current partner first. It turns out Li Jian was pursuing a promotion by handling a major case. On orders from higher-ups, he deliberately approached Li Mei and steered He Xiulan's case to her, then manipulated her step by step to provoke her into sensationalizing the story, to bury a high-ranking official's scandal and clear his path for it. Believed Li Jian was an honorable man, and that she was fighting for justice, only to realize she'd been used as a pawn. Since affection couldn't capture a man's heart, she'd use food instead. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Li Mei enrolled in cooking classes and began learning, preparing gourmet dishes with charcoal. She served delicious meals daily to Li Jian, which he thoroughly enjoyed. But Li Mei's heart grew cold and calm. She no longer obsessed over gains and loss. Self-reflection, the highest state of detachment, she realized, was crafting an illusion of gentleness and sensibility, and becoming the other person's ideal, just as Li Mei built walls around her heart against everyone. He Xiulan skillfully chiseled a crack. She changed the beneficiary of Lao Su's life insurance to Li Mei, because Zhida loved you most. I just wanted you to know. I like your dad.
It was genuine.
But he also died because of you.
Is that so?
Is it really my fault?
If it truly is because of me,
I'll face punishment. Won't I? At this moment, Li Mei sensed an uncanny aura from He Xiulan, a chilling detachment toward life and death, a power where passion and indifference coexisted, making love and its absence equally serene. After Li Jian averted disaster for his superiors, they planned to dispose of him after use. Not only was promotion denied, but his major case was also being undermined. Li Jian's sole hope now was Li Mei's return to television, using media exposure to pressure leadership into promoting him. Having comforted her thoughtfully and prepared a meal, just as Sister Li began calming down, Li Mei dropped a bombshell. I want to break up. What are you saying? I had a fiancé before we met. Even took wedding photos. I want my old life back. You're engaged? Why didn't you tell me? Are you a child? There's no reason for us anymore. Sigh, what use are you to me? I feel nothing for you. Why do this to me now? Because I don't love you. This abandonment shattered Li Jian's last mental fortress. Though he initially approached Li Mei with ulterior motives, he discovered her as an exceptional woman, disciplined, intelligent, capable, ideal as both lover and ally. The perfect partner, yet she betrayed him. Clutching Li Mei desperately, Li Jian begged her to stay. Li Mei left without hesitation. Days later, Li Jian died by carbon monoxide suicide. As Li Mei was his sole close came the prime suspect. Li Jian's residence had no surveillance cameras, so I conducted inquiries with nearby neighbors. I obtained some testimonies. Someone indicated you cohabited with Li Jian. I briefly dated Li Jian, but there were no leads. Previously handling cases for the executive Yuan chief's relatives caused him immense pressure. He became frighteningly emotionally unstable. I became terrified at that time, so I ended the relationship. Had I endured longer back then, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up this way. It's all my fault. My fault entirely. Alright, try not to blame yourself too much. Observing Li Mei consumed by self-blame. Who could have imagined she'd become a villain wielding a mind-piercing sword? Li Mei quit her job, returned to her boyfriend, and resumed cooking for him, watching Li Mei orbit solely around him and the stove. Her boyfriend finally felt the comfort of home. This is my dream life. Everything else is irrelevant. Many men are utterly hopeless at cooking and housework, yet demand everything at once from partners. When Li Mei deliberately loved, she perfectly fulfilled all his demands and successfully captured his heart, from doubting He Xiulan to understanding her, then becoming her. Every psychological transformation of Li Mei was within He Xiulan's calculations. Having walked every path a woman must tread, she'd push when encountering pitfalls and dig at weak spots. Her subtle manipulations even left Li Mei feeling indebted to her. 2 years later, Li Mei resurfaced arguing insufficient evidence to convict He Xiulan of murder, leveraging public pressure to force a sentence commutation. He Xiulan's death penalty was commuted to life imprisonment at the third trial, and soon, He Xiulan's sentence will be commuted again and again until she is released.